Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 6, Chapter 18. Text 42. Nahi kaschit priyaha strinam anjasa swashisha atmanam patim putram bhrataram va gnantya arthe ghatayanti cha nahi cha kaschit priyak strinam anjasa shitatmanam patim putram bhrataram va gnantyarthe ghatayanti cha nahi kaschit priyak strinam anjasa shitatmanam patim putram bhrataram va gnantyarthe ghatayanti cha nahi kaschit priyak strinam anjasa shvasitatmanam patim putram bhrataram va gnantyarthe ghatayanti cha Certainly. Kaschit, anyone. Priyaha, dear. Strinam, to woman. Anjasa, actually. Svaashisha, for their own interests. Atmanam, most dear. Patim, husband. Putram, son. Bhrataram, brother. Va, or. Gnante, they kill. Arthe, for their own interests. Ghatayante, cause to be killed. Cha, also. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. To satisfy their own interests, women deal with men as if the men were most dear to them. But no one is actually dear to them. Women are supposed to be very saintly, but for their own interest, they kill even their husbands, sons, or brothers, or cause them to be killed by others. Purport. A woman's nature has been particularly well studied by Kashyapa Muni. Women are self-interested by nature, and therefore they should be protected by all means, so that their natural inclination to be too self-interested will not be manifested. Women need to be protected by men. A woman should be cared for by her father in her childhood, by her husband in her youth, and by her grown sons in her old age. This is the injunction of Manu, who says that the woman should not be given independence at any stage. Women must be cared for so that they will not be free to manifest their natural tendency for gross selfishness. There have been many cases, even in the present day, in which women have killed their husbands to take advantage of their insurance policies. This is not a criticism of a woman, but a practical study of their nature. Such natural instincts of a woman or a man are manifested only in the bodily conception of life. When either a man or a woman is advanced in a spiritual consciousness, the bodily conception of life practically vanishes. We should see all women as spiritual units, aham brahmasmi, whose only duty is to satisfy Krishna. Then the influences of the different modes of material nature, which result from one's possessing a material body, will not act. The Krishna consciousness movement is so beneficial that it can very easily counteract the contamination of material nature, which results from one's possessing a material body. Bhagavad Gita therefore teaches, in the very beginning, that whether one is a man or a woman, one must know that he or she is not the body but the spiritual soul. Everyone should be interested in the activities of the spirit soul, not the body. As long as one is activated by the bodily conception of life, there is always the danger of being misled, whether one is a man or a woman. The soul is sometimes described as a Purusha because whether one is dressed as a man or a woman, one is inclined to enjoy this material world. One who has the spirit of enjoyment is described as Purusha. Whether one is a man or a woman, he is not interested in serving others. Everyone is interested in satisfying his or her own senses. Krishna consciousness, however, provides first-class training for a man or a woman. A man should be trained to be a first-class devotee of Lord Krishna, and a woman should be trained to be a very chaste follower of her husband. That will make the lives of both of them happy. Hare Krishna. Well, that's one of the purports which we may wonder And you're like, well, what is this? But before we make conclusion that, oh, this is all bogus. Now, how can Srila Prabhupada say that? I mean, who said that was Kashyapa Muni? Oh, who is he? Right? So before we start thinking like that, make conclusions like that, then yeah, we should really consider, okay, what did actually Kashyapa Muni mean by that? And what is Srila Prabhupada saying? So there is a nature of the person when he is in the bodily concept of life. Right? I mean, if one is a dog, then he acts as a dog. I mean, nobody can not deny that. Now, if somebody takes up the human form of life, and be it a man or woman, he will act as a man or woman. And based on what? If he is conditioned by, okay, I am man, so I have to act like a man. Or I am woman, I have to act like a woman. Now, based on then the development of the consciousness in one's body, then he will act. Anamoy will lead the, well, you may say human, but actually it's like a so-called human, right? Because what he is worried about, it's only eat. I need to eat. That's Anamoy. So, as Srila Prabhupada describes in Bhagavatam, such humans as a Dvijapashu. Right? Okay, they walk on two legs, but in fact, all they worry about it's how to fill my belly. So it's some consciousness, but it's not enough to say that such person is actually living human life and fulfilling the duties of human. So the next level of consciousness is somewhat better, but still it's not very elevated. Just to see, it's based on sense gratification, same like Anamoy, but it's extended. I know I want to satisfy myself, my own senses, but I don't mind if you also satisfy your senses. Okay, but if you do something wrong, then that's bad. And especially if you do something wrong towards me. So it's very low. There is no like consideration for anything else except if it pleases me, it's good. If it's not, then it's not good. So again, I mean, that's not very elevated. We will not get very far. It's all about the body, the senses. So when we get farther up, Manamoy. Then Manamoy, okay, there is already some justice. Something is there, okay. If you do something wrong, then you are taken to trial. Why did you do it? And the consideration is, okay, you did something, you get punished. But on the Manamoy, it's still on the bodily platform. That's not very elevated. Now, the next one, it's okay. Then on the Manamoy platform still, you see the justice, there is already some consideration for the person. There is already some consideration that, okay, you did something wrong, then why did you do it? But that the concept, so there's a concept of the Varnashram, the beginning concept, but the real concept of the goal of Varnashram system, it's not established. It's on the next one, Vijnanamoy. So at that point, then the concept of actually the dharma, it's fully established. There is a consideration for, okay, one does something wrong. or one does something right, it's considered also what are the circumstances. Right? Somebody does something wrong, then it's not only about that, okay, you did something wrong, you will get punished. You did something wrong. Why did you do something wrong? Maybe it was by accident. Maybe somebody made you to do it. And the same thing, if you do something good, right? You do something, or you give charity. But what is your agenda behind? Is it actually you are doing good, or it is that you have some ulterior motives? Everything is considered. So based on the level of the consciousness of the person in the society, then he is judged. And on the Vijnanamoy platform, then the point is that everybody is working towards the Lord. It's a Daivi Varnashrama. So the first three levels are just dealing with the bodily platform. The fourth level, then it's about the people who decided, I don't want to be on the bodily platform. I want to be above that. So that following the Daivarnashrama system, following the Vaidhi Sarana Bhakti, and leads to the highest, which is Anandamoy. So at that point, the person is above bodily concepts. So now, dealing in the bodily concepts, then yes, we have to accept. I mean, we see dualities. There are women, there are men. I mean, it's obvious. So that is to be acknowledged. But then, it depends on the level of consciousness how one acknowledges. For example, you see Shukadev Goswami. He is just born when he was 16, right? Then he rants. And 16 is, the body is the most beautiful. So he's running naked. And he sees some, at the bank of a lake, some, young, beautiful girls. So then he should be agitated by that. But he doesn't care. And because he doesn't care, the girls don't care. They don't see each other. They don't care. Because the consciousness is such. But as Vyasadeva, as a Grihastha, then he runs after him. And when he sees the girls, they get all covered. They get scared. Because the consciousness is of a Grihastha. So then, naturally, no one projects that. So, therefore, we see, based on the consciousness of what they project, then people read, people see. Oh, one is above the dualities, one is within the dualities. So we perceive, or not. So now, what Kashyapa Muni is explaining, then when somebody is on the platform of the material consciousness, then one naturally sees the dualities. And based on that, then one acts. Based on how he is born. So during the time of when one is born, then the 9 planets have influence on the body. So the chart during one's birth has an influence. It's a material influence on the body. And when one does not endeavor to get over the influence by taking up devotional service, one is fully under control. That's why now astrologer can really read, okay, this is your chart, okay, then that will be like that. He can predict. Good astrologer can predict. Because he knows this is the influence. So during the influence in time, it will change because of these planets, and it will have the influence on the consciousness of the person who will act certain way because of the nature. It's predictable. Right? Then, like when you go on the street now in the morning or evening in some unknown village, dogs are there, they will bark. You predict it, right? Or you see a smoke, you predict that there must be a fire. So observation, you see, no. So the nature is such. But if one endeavors to get above the modes of nature by elevating his consciousness, then the 9 planets actually will not have effect. It's not going to be. So one should die at certain point. He may not. Or one should lose everything. He may not. Or one should win a lottery, but he may not. It's not going to happen. Because such person who endeavors to elevate this consciousness above the material consciousness, then the modes will not act. So now such person then doesn't mind, and doesn't mind even verses from Bhagavatam like that. Because he understands, oh, I was also like that. I was also on the platform of material consciousness. But now I understand then what actually it was. And now I don't want to go back to that. So that's what the meaning is. I mean, if you read, say, 4th canto, 29th chapter, right? Puranjana. How can that be in Bhagavatam? This nonsense is about sex, right? Well, I mean, how do you see it? It's about the material life. But then, if you read it, then you understand that what the mess we are in. So it will encourage us to get out of here. I mean, if you remember reading it, right? So that wife of Puranjana, the woman which he met in the park, which actually abused him so much, was his intelligence, material intelligence. So that's what's happening in us. I mean, we are letting ourselves to be abused by our mind, by our intelligence. We are the slaves. So there is no way how we can win over the material nature. Ravana tried, right? And he was powerful. He actually got all the 9 planets under his control. He had everyone on his stairs to his throne. So then he would walk on them just to relish how he controls them. So then he would be invincible. But then he was so proud about. And then it was enough when Shani or Saturn actually once glanced at him, and everything was finished. He persuaded him to do all, kidnap Sita and just get into trouble and get killed. So there is no control. We have no control over ourselves. Hiranyakashipu, he was perfect yogi, right? He was meditating. He was so good. Standing on one leg, and even the ants ate all his flesh. But he was so good that he, by his mystic power, then he made the prana of his body to circulate in the bones. So he was alive. And how did it help him? He knew Varnashrama system well. He was perfect. But he made a mistake. And the mistake was that he considered the Lord as his enemy. And he was inimical towards his devotees. So he didn't elevate his consciousness any higher. He was a materialistic person. But what was the use? Nothing. So here, then, Kashyapa Muni, he's giving us the gist of what actually it is. Now we say, okay, woman is bad and man is good. Well, that's not true. The nature is such. It matches each other. But only on the level of the material consciousness. The man gets attracted by the woman. But that's natural. But when it is on the spiritual platform, then all of us are women. We are all the energies of the Lord. We are just playing here. We are pretending to be something which we are not. And based on that, we get upset. But why? What for? Just give it a few years, it's going to be over. But because the consciousness, you are upset like that. Okay, so the woman can take body of a man, and the man being attached to woman will take body of a woman, like Puranjana did. And again, the play goes on again. Like a nonsense. And we get upset again. No. What's the use? You should get above all these concepts. Listen to Srila Prabhupada. Read his books, study his books. And get above that. I know that in Bhagavatam there are, what are the relationship between the jivas? They are described. So sometimes Srila Prabhupada, or actually, various devotees also in the Bhagavatam, they describe. Sometimes they are described like grains of sand, right? On the shore of the ocean. So you see, the wave comes and then the sand is there, and the grains are close to each other. Next wave comes and then, they get separated. And then some other grains, they get together. Get washed, and again it get put. But two grains don't stay together for too long. Just for the period of one wave. So these are materialistic relationships. Right? Sometimes it's described as twigs in the stream. They get attracted, they flow together. But there is some ripple and they get separated. And some other twigs join together. Temporary. Sometimes it is described as like a hotel. For a night, then travelers, they come in and they join. They eat together and they may drink together. They have, morning comes and they go their own way. They separate. And we don't feel bad about that. It's okay, that's all natural. But when it comes to our own material relationships, then we are so attached to it. In fact, it's the attachment which makes us blind. We are not attached to some twigs or some grains of sand or some guy in the hotel. But we are so attached to our parents, to our friends, to our children. But on what level? When we are talking on the material level, it's still temporary. But the attachment makes us blind. Now you have terrorist attacks, right? Now terrorists are attacking. They kill people. Okay, yeah, you read that in the news, okay, and so what? What do you do about that? But if you're somebody whom you know, your relative may be there, we get all emotional, we get all upset, we get all right into it. Why? Because of attachment. When there was the fight, right? No, between Russia and Ukraine, right? Even the devotees were now fighting. Oh, you're Russian. Ah, you're bad. Oh, you're Ukrainian. You're bad. Where is that coming from? Purely materialistic bodily consciousness, nothing else. I am this. I am that. Down to earth, just manamoy, maximum. It's about the senses, pranamoy. And we are supposed to be devotees, yeah? We are supposed to be devotees. Prabhupada is explaining to us. Just get into devotional service. Yes, for now we have certain body. Okay, we are born in certain place. All right, we are given to certain cultural background. So we may be conditioned, but to the extent as we let ourselves be conditioned. We are affected by the planets, we are affected by the chart to the level we are willing to let ourselves to become properly affected by that. We can get about that. We don't have to act like idiots, actually. There's no need for that. We can start acting as devotees. That means, first of all, respecting each other. Trying to understand, okay, each other's position. Right? So, okay, you have the Varnas, you have the Ashramas. So Varnas are easy to understand. Even though one is fighting for, I can be only Brahmana or Kshatriya, but Shudra, no, I don't want to. But it's the nature. What's the big deal? In every society, it is like that. There are going to be some who are going to be teaching. There are some who are going to be administrating. There are some who are going to take care of the agriculture and the business. And there are some who are going to be helping. And they are happy doing that. It's natural. But higher than these are always the ashramas. So, brahmachari life. Right? So, brahmacharis should be trained to be a brahmacharis. There's no need to train anybody to be a grihastha, really. If he is a brahmachari, properly trained as a brahmachari, when he graduates, he will be a good grihastha. But if he is trained as a grihastha, let them associate with girls when they are small, it's not going to be good for them. So, during the brahmachari life, the society should protect the brahmacharis. Should see that the girls have no access. Vanaprastha and sannyasi, they are also about celibacy. So it's grihastha life, which is about actually the man and woman being together, which is fine. It's there, but the grihastha life is not meant as a goal of life. The grihastha life is meant as a stepping stone, as something to purify, something. I have some attachments, and the attachments I could not purify in my brahmachari life. So therefore, I will get into Grihastha life. And what I will do in the Grihastha life? I will take the position of I'll protect my family. And I'll take it very seriously. And then what I'll find out? I will find out it's not worth it. It's too much of energy. If I want to do it right, I have to put so much of energy into it. And what do I get back? You can see on Mrigari. He put so much of endeavor to maintain his family. Then, unfortunately, his means of maintenance was killing animals. So then, all right, but he was doing and he was maintaining. And when Narada Muni asked him, well, okay, you are doing that. Why are you doing this? Well, I'm protecting my family. I'm maintaining. I'm doing that. Why are you doing that? You will go to hell. No, but they will share that reaction for that. What? You're crazy. Just go and ask them. So when he asked his wife, okay, look, I'm really working hard, but this is only means what I know. And it's not very pious. Will you share the results of these activities? Are you crazy? It's your duty. No, I'm not going. Forget it. His sons, no. That's your thing. You do. I don't care. I'm not sharing anything with you. No. You take all. Then he figured out, he understood, and he gave up. So it's not easy. But again, as Srila Prabhupada says, with Krishna consciousness, it's quite easy. All it is that we have to elevate the consciousness above the conception of I am this body. And then everything manifests automatically. If I am not this body, then who am I? I am the spirit soul. Unfortunately, in this body, I am the spirit soul, but I am covered by ahankar, the false ego. I want to be this. And based on that, then you get your intelligence and mind, materialistic, and you act like that. But when the ahankar is removed, then I truly understand who am I. And then it works very well. Wow. Okay, I'm a spirit soul, and I'm supposed to serve Krishna. And there are many spirit souls around here. We can serve together. So now, what is the best way how to serve together? Since we are not fully realized in that, then we have to still take into consideration the body. And the best is, as Srila Prabhupada says, the Daiva Varnashrama system. Because then we can follow the Vaidhi Bhakti. And if we do that, then we elevate our consciousness. No, but I'm Raganuga. I don't care about these rules. Then how, if you don't care about the rules in the beginning, when you are fully ruled by them, then you just give up something which helps you. How will you become? How will you start doing things spontaneously? It's only your mind which makes you think that you are doing things spontaneously. Like, I heard some time ago, but I get so-called Raganuga devotee. Today I got up late because Krishna wanted it. So I did puja late. No, that's how Krishna wanted it. It's so easy, right? Everybody can do it. Just do whatever you want, and it's all spontaneous. It's Raganuga. But if we see, okay, what's Raganuga? Raganuga means the following the devotees in Braj. And what do? Do they wake up when they want? No. They are up before Krishna. They make everything ready, everything for him. Everything is all prepared when he comes. It's not assuming that what I want, Krishna wants. It's about what Krishna wants, I want. So it's other way around. So Raganuga, the spontaneous means that, or the Vaidya means that I do because I promised. I do because I have to. I do because I know if I don't do, then I will feel bad or I will be punished, or right. If I don't come for Mangalarati, I will not get breakfast or something like that. Some temples do. So okay, so yeah, should I sleep or should I go for Mangalarati? If I go for Mangalarati, then I will get breakfast. If I don't, I don't. Okay, so then which one is better, right? Oh, I ate too much, no, so I don't have to go for breakfast, I can sleep. No. That we can contemplate that way. All right. But these are the rules and regulations, right? You follow. But then, after some time, when we follow that, then we start to contemplate about, well, okay, I'm waking up because I have to. But what about Krishna? He's always up. No, he's always there for Mangalarati, right? And what is he wearing today? How does he look like today? Is he happy? Is he sad? I want to see that. And then, so then you don't have to think about, oh, but, okay, let's go because I want breakfast. No, okay, I wake up because I want to see Krishna. Because I want to actually be there. I want to be with the devotees. So, at that time, such a devotee doesn't need their alarm, right? I mean, he's up because he wants to. Like when you are going for some vacation, then you will make sure you are up before so you don't miss it. If you miss the plane, you are in trouble. It's like it happened to Tamil Krishna Maharaj once. When he flew through Hong Kong, I think. And then he had few hours of layover. So he went to the temple and he was very tired. So he said, okay, I'll sleep here for 2 hours, then wake me up. I have to go and catch another plane. So he woke up, and it was like 5-6 hours later. What happened? What happened? Why didn't you call me? Why didn't you wake me up? I missed the plane. Guru Maharaj, you were sleeping so nicely. I could not wake you up. So, and then if you know the temper of Tamil Krishna Maharaj, if something happened, so then you can imagine what happened to that bhakta. Anyway, so like that. But if we start doing things like a spontaneously, right? That, okay, we are focused, we want to see okay, then everything happens spontaneously. Based on what the other devotees do, based on what the Ragatmika devotees do. Those who have the Rag. So, this is Raganuga. Now, on that platform, what do we care than who we are? But still, we have to maintain the body and soul together. That's it, what Srila Prabhupada says. But then, on the Vaidhi, then we are very careful. Or do I take these vitamins or these supplements or take care? Or do we actually, on the higher platform, then, okay, well, I'll chant the holy name. I will be focused on the service of the Lord. And whatever happens, then it will be the best for me. Because that's what Krishna arranges. So we will be easily able to accept whatever comes. And just live with it. It may be, some sense gratification comes easily. Okay, you take it. Somebody invites you for some nice prasad. Okay, you go, take it. But it's not that I need to over endeavor to make it because I am lusty after it. So that way then whatever comes, one is able to accept it. It's amanina. Right? And if we can follow this, then all the other three, the Trinadapisanichna, Tarodapisavishna, and Manadena, being humble, tolerant, and being respectful, can be easily maintained if we are able to take whatever comes and don't complain about it. So, and then, if these are in place, then now chanting of the holy name, then it becomes very easy because we are not disturbed. Now it's winter, okay. So, water is cold. Now, the problem becomes then when we start having choices. Right? So, in the house, we have a hot water. Okay, so, do I take bath in cold water or hot water? Oh, no, I'm a little sick, I should use hot water. Okay, but there is no current. Oh, but no, I have to have hot water. I have to do that. And then we start just over-endeavoring, and we miss what we were going for. Oh, should I heat it up, or how should I do it? No, I cannot take it. I could have taken in hot water bath, but no, I don't want to take cold water bath. No, but it's because we make the choices to ourselves, and therefore, no, we start desiring something which is unattainable or with great endeavor. If we know, well, okay, in my bathroom there is only cold water, so anyway, I have to take bath, so just go there, take bath, and come out. No mental, no, not getting mental about it. It's just that's what it is. You don't have to over-endeavor for anything. So, and then it becomes very easy. So then, not to get sick, then yes, you dress up properly. No, you do everything so not to get sick, but just take it as it is. Accept it as it comes. And then being humble, being tolerant, being respectful to others, it's easy. So then when that's there, we can chant the holy name properly, without offenses. The consciousness will elevate, and the consciousness will take us to Anandamoy platform. And on that platform, I mean, who does care about what body do we have? So we should not get stuck on the bodily platform. That's basically what it comes to. We should not be jumping up and down, this, the rights of this and that. No, really, who cares? On the spiritual platform, then our rights are very clear. We are the servants of the Lord, and by doing so, we will become the most happy. While being here, everything makes us unhappy anyway. The only happiness here comes from bhakti. So then just let's take it like that. And then from that we can make advancement, and in this lifetime just go back. Not to get again into this material pool, the andhakupam. Hare Krishna. Any questions? Yes. Any mic?
Yes? Normally we get to hear what women, children, old people, and cows need protection. And from my understanding, we need protection because of a helplessness or something like that.
Because of this?
Because we are helpless.
Okay, yeah.
But today we get to hear what women kind of like coming from dangerous species, or we are aggressive. So this is why we need protection. And in today's world, we hear more often by women abused by man, not so much man abused by women. So what is
Okay.
the right,
Okay,
like...
look, the thing is that, yes, Srila Prabhupada in another part, now he explains, actually, the women are actually the Maya. They are, danger. But, in fact, more danger than a woman is a man who is attached to a woman. So, this is the most dangerous species, actually. Okay? So, the reality is that the man should act with the woman on the platform of not attachment. It's affection. Okay, he wants to be a grihastha, so he has to see how to take care. Like a woman, mother takes care of child. There is naturally attachment and also affection. But the affection should be predominant, then the mother can take proper care. If it's attachment, she will not. Attachment is, I take care for my sake. You are so cute, I like you. No, I want to do something else. Now you do something else. I don't care about you. Now you can't come, you are cute, I want to play. It's attachment. But affection is about, what do you want to do? Do you want to play or not? If you don't want to play, okay. But if you want to play and I'm doing something, I'll still play with you. Because, no, you won't. I care about you. So, when the affection is there, that's correct. In fact, in the material world, you don't get pure affection. It's always mixture. In everything. The only pure affection you get, Krishna towards the jivas. That's 100%. He's always affectionate towards anyone. But if we don't develop the affection and it's all about attachment, then we are always afraid losing it. So the mother being attached to the child, she may not want to punish him even if he does something wrong. Why? Because he will not like me. So, and that's wrong. She knows he needs a punishment, but she will not do, and he will take advantage. When she's affectionate, she says, okay, he needs a punishment. Here you have it. And the kid, okay, I cannot do that. No, all right? He learns. So, the attachment makes us blind. We don't know what we are supposed to do and what not supposed to do. So that's what happened to the man. The man actually acts worse than the woman. He becomes jealous. And out of that, then he may kill somebody else. No, he acts like a maniac, like an idiot. Because of the attachment, because he doesn't know what he's supposed to do. But if the man is properly trained as a brahmachari, then, and the society supports that, so all these things then will be, if not fully removed, but very, very greatly reduced. And even if some fall down happens, say like in Ajamila's case, then he fall for the prostitute, but at the end of his life, Srila Prabhupada says, just because he had training as a brahmachari in his young age, he was able to, at the end of his life, take up the shelter of lotus feet of the Lord. So one is that Narayan, he called his son Narayan, but he had done it only because he had training as a brahmachari. So again, it helps. So, yes, if somebody wants to stay as a brahmachari, that's the best. But if there are some desires, then he gets into grihastha life, but then it should be without attachment or minimum attachment. And it should be as a duty. I am taking that as to give protection to my wife. If that's done, then such a wife can greatly respect that man. But if the man is attached to her, why would she respect him? The woman by nature, they are very attached. They expect that the man is not. And if the man is not, they can respect him. But if the man is attached, he's like a woman. Why should they respect him? No. So she may use him, but not respect him. So again, who enters the Grihastha life without attachment, then he will have much greater position, because he will get the respect of the woman, and the woman will not be needed to look for somebody else to respect. She will be actually very proud of her husband because no, he is not attached. But he should also not act like macho man that no, I don't care about. No, he's very, very sensitive, very protective, but he knows what's brahmachari life. So there is a mutual respect. The man respects the woman, and the woman respects the man. The man, he gives the protection to the woman, and the woman maintains chastity. That's the ability of the man to give the protection makes him strong. The chastity makes the woman strong. We see the example of there are few ladies mentioned in the Bhagavatam about how actually chastity is powerful. Sati, or is in the Manduka Muni, what was her name? Anyway, there was one man. It's a long story, but just make it short. Manduka Muni just somehow he ended up pierced on the stick next to the road, but he was in meditation, so he didn't know that. So he was poked on the stick and then but meditating. Anyway, so and then there was one wife and husband. Now the husband, he was very lusty. And he wanted really to enjoy a prostitute, like a high-class prostitute. Unfortunately, he was a leper. So nobody wanted to, entertain him. Anyway, the wife, she arranged a prostitute. And she got everything ready, and she took him there so that he can enjoy. Now, when they were going, so then, because, the husband actually smelled terribly because leprosy. So Manduka Muni woke up. He said, what is this? Where am I? Now, who caused that I broke my meditation and he will not live the next sunrise? That means he dies. And now the wife of the leper, she said, okay, so then sun will not come up. And because I cannot have my husband to die like that. So then the morning comes and Surya cannot mount his chariot. Sun cannot come up. So everybody is very alert. Brahma, he knows what happened, but he cannot do anything about it. Why? Because chaste woman said that. So then he goes and he says, please, take this back. No, I cannot. If I take it back, then I will kill my husband. No, okay, look, take it back. Your husband will die, but then I will sprinkle both of you from my kamandal. It will be a young couple again. Then she agreed, and it happened like that. But that's the power of a chaste woman. That when they do that, they have much more power than the man. But when a woman plays the role of man, they lose all the power. And when the man plays the role of a woman, he has nothing. So, unfortunately, that's what we are playing at. It's like a sandpit. Right? The father brings a small boy into a sandpit, and the kid thinks that he is doing everything. He's building the castles, he's playing soldiers, and he's not doing this. And he imagined actually to be that. And he doesn't even care about the father. The father is just there and he's sitting and just smiling. He is not jealous that the kid doesn't care about him. So we are like the little children just playing around and Krishna is watching. But once the child has enough of, Father, I'm hungry. So then the father, no, get lost. You didn't care about me for past hour. Now I will not care about you. No, that never happens. Oh, come, let's go. No, it's late. Now you need to eat. Okay. Oh, you are tired. Okay, let's go to sleep. Krishna is like that. That's affection. He is always waiting. As long as we are tired, as soon as we are tired of playing in the sandpit, then he will come and he will embrace us, take us back. But it's us, no, I want to be a soldier now. I want to be this, I want to be that. I'm a woman, I'm a man, no, I want to enjoy. But Krishna is just watching and smiling. He knows it's not us. So like that, no? If we think that we are this body, then we will be a woman, right? Or then rights. No, I want this right, and then you get the homosexuals and all this and this right and that right, and where it will end? No. It's all just more and more gross because the consciousness is degrading. But with the elevation of consciousness, all these things naturally will be cleared. So this is all we have to endeavor for. Chanting of the holy name, doing devotional service. Okay. Hare Krishna. Well, see, first of all, if the woman has no respect for the husband, then she can just really do anything to the husband. She will just use him, abuse him, not do whatever. But it's his fault because he created the reason for that she actually cannot respect him. It is by nature, yes. So, but when she is protected, she has the respect. So she has no need to actually be nasty to the husband. It's the respect. So if the husband understands the nature of the woman, he will deal properly as proper husband. She has no need to kill him because she wants to live with somebody else. But if he is a bad husband, so she may just make him work 16 hours a day, and when he is working, she will enjoy with somebody else. No, because she has no respect for him. So she can become aggressive. But it's his fault. So, because he is the active element. So now if the husbands become weak, then it's like just only woman living. This is nothing. And if there are only women in the family, somebody to take the man's position, so maybe the woman has a more man's power than the man himself. So then it becomes all upside down, and everybody becomes aggressive. You give the man to take care of the kid, you will get a mess. Hare Krishna. Jai Grantharaj Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Jai Nitai Gaur Pramanande.